So blessings in this month of July. I'm here in Mount Shasta and have just spent my first night here and have had some time to really sit with an idea and an embodiment that I choose that I've also been sharing with some of my clients lately. And this is this four-step simple process that will assist you and anyone in really embodying a cleaner, clearer, wholer form of relationship. And so I'm going to list out the four steps first, and then I'll go into more detail. So step number one is this step of embodying clarity. Clarity in what you need in yourself and in your relationship. So you communicate this is step number two. So number two is communication, communicating your needs to your partner, communicating what you need and how you need it. So being really clear and then communicating it. And then step number three is a tricky one. This is this step of once you've communicated it is letting go of the expectation of anything happening with it. So this would be once you've communicated, you let go of the expectations. You let go of the expectations of your partner fulfilling these needs. And then step number four is it's this embodiment of taking responsibility for your own needs. Taking responsibility for your own needs. So let me walk you through simply a process or how to apply this in your relationship. So you go into step number one. So this clarity, it's taking some time, like a place in nature or in a silent spot, either recording it or writing it down, some way of really getting clear with what your needs are. So you reflect on how your relationship is now, or the relationship that you choose to step into. Excuse me. And then you get really clear of what you need. So needs that you may have. You may have needs of what you would like in a relationship is this embodiment of love and of communication and of joy, of peace, of embodiment of a lot of passion, a lot of playfulness. You'd like to go out on at least one date a week. You'd like to go dancing at least once a month, etc., etc. Whatever those needs are or wants, get even clear of what is a want and what is an absolute need. And then write that out. So you're really clear, like really hone it, but take some time with it. So really tune in and go to your deepest core of what those needs are. What I'm seeing, for instance, for me, a need that I have with my partner is for us to have at least one night a week where it's something that we do together, something out, going out. Maybe we do it every other week. I'll take her out, and then the next week she takes me out and does something. It doesn't have to be some big date with spending a lot of money, but just something where it's a communion for the two of us, separate of work and separate of the home. So it's then getting really clear with what your needs are, how your partner communicates with you, how he or she touches you, how you make love or when you make love, an exploration of all of those things. So that's the being clear, getting really clear with your needs. And then part two is that communicating your needs. So taking some time with your partner, sitting him or her aside and taking a night, an evening, an exploration. Maybe you both do this together, so you both take some time to get really clear with what your needs are and then communicate them. So it's an opportunity. This is not putting it on your partner what he or she is doing or is not doing, but this is really a communication of responsibility. These are my needs, and I must express them to you, not in a request of you fulfilling them. And this is what I need. So if you're interested in supporting me in these needs, great. If not, then I will have to find a way to fulfill these for myself. So I'm going to communicate them to you, and we can discuss what works for you, what doesn't, and then what we can find is a way for these needs to be fulfilled. whether I find them for myself or we find them together. So it's a communication, a very clear communication without putting it on your partner. It's a taking responsibility all the way through. Then number three is where a lot of us get caught, is this is a letting go of expectation. We often, or we've been trained in this world of expecting our needs to be fulfilled from someone else. So when our partner, when our friends, when our family does not do what we expect them to do, we get upset, we get angry, we get disappointed. Something that I heard from a client recently is that I hear often from more from the feminine than the masculine, is this expectation that our partner should know what we want. They should know what we want. And then we get disappointed that they don't fulfill our needs, but we haven't even communicated it to them. So we're expecting them to know what we want, and then upset that they're not fulfilling those needs, and we haven't even communicated it. So once you've gotten to this stage of communication, that step 3 is then let go of all expectation. So whatever it is, if it's you want to have a personal night out once a week, it's expressing it, the desire, but then let going of it having to happen. Let going of your happiness being based on whether it happens or not. This is a touchy one, and this is a process of mastery, but it is possible. So then once you let go of expectations, or intend to let go of the expectation, or even realize that you have an expectation and your work is letting go of it, then that step 4 is taking responsibility. And simply in that taking responsibility, it's just owning your own journey. You're not putting it on anyone else. This is your needs. These are your needs. These are your desires. They're not your partners, whether they are or not. They may be your partners as well, but your needs and your desires are yours only. So take responsibility for them, and know that it is not anybody else's responsibility to fulfill them. They may choose to, but that's then in that dance, in that communion of, this is what I choose. This is what you choose. What do we choose together? So that's a simple process, yet application is a practice. So I hope this assists you in your journey, and I hope I was clear in my words to assist you in this walk. So my honor in sharing, and many blessings here from Mount Shasta, and I'll be sharing much more in the next few days as well.